Good morning and welcome to the Sad Boys Maritime News Daily. Today, top story focuses on crisis issue affecting international exporter that cargo losses caused by refrigeration failure. A Malaysian company, Negaraku Exporters, recently experienced major setback while transporting perishable goods overseas. What went wrong and how it can be avoided in the future? Let's dive into the full story. Now, we go to the reporter 1, Zudaniel.
Thank you, reporter Sophie. So we go to the table of content. This is table of content, and this is the case study that we do it is the Negaraku Exporters. Is about the cargo loss, due delay, and about the refrigeration system fail. So for the introduction, as we know, Negaraku Exporter is a Malaysia-based enterprise engaged in the international trade of perishable commodities, including tropical fruit and seafood. The company has recently significant issue to cargo loss, mainly due to refrigeration system failures during maritime transportation. Impact of this issue, this failure and causes substantial financial losses, and also transporting perishable goods is inherently risky due to limited shelf life and high sensitivity to environmental conditions such as temperature. And marine insurance is a critical financial tool for exporter, offering protection against risks related to maritime logistics. It is also offered in indemnification for losses caused by equipment malfunction such as broken refrigeration system, spoilage of goods and delays in transportation. So about responsibility cargo owners and freight forwarders, to explain about it, we will move to the reporters Naziha.
Thank you, Reporter Zulania. When it comes to transporting perishable goods, both cargo owners and freight forwarders share important responsibilities. Cargo owner must properly label and package their goods, set up marine insurance that covers delays and refrigeration failures, ensure all the paperwork is ready before loading and unloading, check the condition and reefer containers before transit. For freight forwarders, on the other hand, must manage logistics and transit schedules, make sure containers maintain the right temperatures, and coordinate timelines with the cargo owner, advise on proper insurance coverage, and also prepare contingency plans for unexpected days. When these duties are performed properly, the risk of cargo loss increases dramatically. So now let's move to Reporter Hamidi.
Thank you to the reporter Naziha. So I will go through the cargo insurance. For the first, what is the cargo insurance? Cargo insurance protect the goods being transported against risks such as damage or loss due to incident, rough handling, thief, and fire. Second, in some cases, extended to cover spoilage, especially for the perishable cargo, due to the temperature variation to or reefer failure, but only if the right clauses are added. So the net is the how cargo insurance is the connected the case. Negaraku Exporters as the cargo owner is that party should have arranged marine cargo insurance to protect their goods. Further, seafood will in transit from Malaysia to Japan. When the reefer container will delay and refrigeration system fail, leading to the cargo spoilage, their first line financial protection would have been through a cargo insurance policy. However, they discovered gaps in their cargo insurance average, meaning that the insurance did not include the right clauses to cover spoilage caused by the reefer failure or delay. Their claim for the compensation was denied or limited, resulting in a significant financial loss. For the final conclusion in this case, cargo insurance is absolutely connected to this case. The financial loss suffered by Negaraku Exporters could have been covered and minimized if the cargo insurance policy had included the correct and specific clauses related to the perishable goods, reefer container risk, and delay. So, in the case of the Negaraku Exporter, PNI insurance is not directly involved in the cargo loss suffered by exporter. Okay. What is the PNI insurance? Pen insurance is a liability insurance primarily used by ship owner, charterers and operators, not cargo owners. It is cover third-party liability, for example, injury to crew or passenger, oil pollution and collision liability. Does the PNI cover cargo loss? Yes, but only under certain condition and from the ship owner perspective. In this case, Negaraku Exporter is the cargo owner. The cargo loss occur the reefer delay and refrigeration system fail, possibly under carrier responsibility. So if Negaraku can prove the ship owner was negligent, for example, by failing to maintain the reefer container or delay transit, then the ship owner, PNI Club may cover the ship owner liability to the cargo owner Negaraku, but this will require Negaraku to file a claim against the carrier under the contract of the crash, example bill of lading, and proof for the oil breach. For the final conclusion, PNI insurance is indirectly connected only if the carrier is proven liable for the delay or reefer failure. However, Negaraku Exporters cannot directly claim from a PNI club. Their primary protection comes from having well-structured marine cargo insurance policy. Now we do next the relevant marine insurance policy and clauses. In the case of Negaraku Exporter, the company suffer a harsh loss when their frozen seafood cargo spoiled due to reefer container failure and transit delay. This could have been avoided to their marine insurance, included the correct policy and the clauses specific to the perishable good. For the first clauses is the existing frozen food clauses A. This clause is designed especially for frozen or chilled cargo like seafood. It protects goods from the deterioration caused by the refrigeration fail, exactly what happened in our case. If these clauses have been included, Negaraku Exporter could have claimed compensation for the spoilage due to the failed cooling system. For the next is the existing cargo clauses ABC. These are standard cargo insurance clauses, but each has different coverage level. Clauses A is the most comprehensive. It covers all the type of the risk during transit and is recommended for the high value shipments like seafood. Clauses B and C only cover specific event like fire, sinking or collision. So in this case, Negaraku mistake was not just having insurance, but not having the right clauses for the perishable goods. This highlights how important is to plan insurance properly for different types good. The next clause is the delay clause. This clause gives partial compensation if there is the delay that causes a financial loss. In Negaraku case, the delay during transit causes by the reefer to fail and seafood spoil. If this clause have been included in their insurance, they could have the cover some or all of the losses. For the next is the general average clauses. Apply is the sacrifice were made to save part of the cargo. Useful is some goods could have been salvaged in delay. For the next is the all risk coverage. This is the broadcast type of insurance. It covers not just physical or loss or damage, but also operational problems like reefer failure. For exporter who really want temperature control cargo like frozen seafood, this type of coverage is the most suitable. In short, if Negaraku had included these clauses, delay, general average and all risk coverage in their cargo insurance, they could have avoided or reduced their financial loss. This case teach us that it's not just about buying insurance, but buying the right type of the marine insurance for the type goods where we shipping. For the ethical consideration, to explain more, I pass to the reporter Sophie.
So thank you for the reporter Hamidi. So I will explain the ethical consideration. So the first one, ethics play a big role in marine insurance. So the first one is transparency in policy agreement. In this case, Negaraku Exporter face a financial loss due to gaps in their marine cargo insurance. If insurance provider had clear explained coverage limitation regarding reefer container failure, the exporter might have adjust their policy. Cargo owner also must understand the policy agreement. For example, whether the insurance cover refrigeration failure or only physical damage. And the second one is fair liability distribution is also important. Freight forwarder must monitor their reefer container and communicate risk. If they don't do, they should share their liability with the cargo owner. And a fair contract ensures both parties accept their responsibility rather than shifting blame. And last but not least is avoiding fraudulent claim is also essential. Exporters should never aggregate losses and claim must be backed with their accurate record and reflect actual cargo condition. So to better understand how insurance decisions are made, so let's take a look at the principle that guide marine insurance. So these are the details of principle of marine. So the first one is utmost good faith. Both parties must fully disclose relevant information, especially risks related to perishable cargo. For example, is Negaraku Exporters must declare their cargo to help the insurer to learn about the risk of exporting the frozen seafood. And the second one is insurable interest. Exporters like Negaraku have a financial stake in their goods, giving them the legal right to insure and claim compensation from their marine insurance. And the third one is proximate causes. That this principle identify their direct causes of loss. If the policy cover their refrigeration failure but not delays, claim may be disputed or denied. And fourth, indemnity principle. Insurance cover only the actual loss does not provide their profit. Even if the exporter suffers secondary financial losses, claim must match their insured cargo value. So next, who are the key players in this situation? So I will explain who they involved and what they should have done. So the first one is Negaraku Exporters. They are responsible for insuring their goods and verifying coverage include their refrigeration failure. And the second one is freight forwarder. They must manage their schedule and reefer container maintenance. If delay occur due to the poor planning, they may be partly liable. And the third one is marine insurer. They offer financial coverage but may reject claim if specific risks like refrigeration failure are not included. So last but not least is shipping company. They handle the transport and must ensure the temperature control is stable throughout the journey. So how can future loss be avoided? So I will pass to the reporter Alpha to explain more solution and recommendation.
Thank you to reporter Sophie Maisara. So today I will explain about the solution and recommendation for a company called Negaraku Exporter. Let's see what can be done to avoid this in the future. So for solution, the first solution is record all important information about the cargo condition, the exact timing of the delays, report of refrigeration failure, and any communication during the transit. This detail can be helped to supporting insurance claim and investigation. So next solution is to inform company, freight forwarders, insurance provider and custom authorities as soon as possible about the cargo loss. So this will help to claim requirements and ensure all parties are aware of the situation. So the third one is carefully examine insurance policy to identify any coverage gaps such as exclusion for delays or refrigeration breakdowns. Many policies do not cover this risk unless specific endorsements are included. So lastly, if the insurance company reject the claim due to the policy rejection limitation, seek advice from legal expert or marine insurance specialist who can help negotiate compensation or explore alternative solution. So recommendation for future shipping is the first, you can ensure your insurance cover problems like freezer failure and shipment delays that can make your cargo spoil. Without this, you might lose your money if something goes wrong. So the next recommendation is pick a shipping company that knows how to handle frozen food and takes a good care of their freezer. This lowers the chance of your goods to getting spoiled. So number 3 is before shipping, check the freezer containers to make sure that they work properly. Both parties should do this to ensure the food stay frozen and fresh during the trip. So lastly, use tracking devices to continuously monitor the temperature and the position of the ship. This allows early detection of refrigeration failure of delay, enabling timely intervention to prevent spoilage and reduce losses. Thank you. I will pass to the next reporter, Zul Daniel, to conclude this case study.
So back to me again. Thank you, reporter Alpha. So we go to the conclusion. Firstly, Negaraku Exporter recent losses demonstrate the importance of effective marine insurance planning, especially for perishable goods. Proper coverage, including protection against refrigeration failure, could have reduced the financial impact. And secondly, cargo's owner must ensure that goods are fully insured to handle harshest risks. Freight forwarders also play a key role by managing logistics efficiently and advising clients on the right insurance clauses. And last but not least, to prevent similar incidents, it is crucial to strengthen contract, improve operational system, and use real-time monitoring. That steps will help reduce future risks and support a more secure supply chains. That's all. Thank you.
There for our report on marine insurance and perishable cargo risk. For more update on maritime operation and international logistics, stay with us on Stepboy Maritime New Delhi. I'm Sophie Masara binti Mazlan from Bulletin 10.